Hi there, this is a little video especially for Grecian Thunder. Kind of mentioned it that I would do a video. I don't know, probably text message. I totally forgot. I'm a little fussy at it. But anyway, this is a video of a band you're very fond of. And this is my collection, not my complete collection. I'm not showing the 12 inches. I'm going to show those in the Chris Basket 12-inch second part video that I'm doing after this, and I have a 7-inch that I'm not going to show, but otherwise I'm going to show everything I have on vinyl by this particular band. And it's just because and you're of course an awesome guy, and I really love this band as well, so let's do it. This is the first thing I'm going to show you. It's a little nice 3D cover, or lenticular cover it's called, I guess. This is Devo. This is a video about Devo, obviously. This is an anthology called The Pioneers Who Got Scalped. It's got this very nice, thick booklet with pictures and information, but it's not complete. I know at least one song, one 12-inch whose A and B side are not on here. I have that. I'm going to show it in, like I said, the Chris Basket video. But otherwise, this is pretty complete. It's got most of the hits. It's got their early songs, early versions. It's got songs from soundtracks that they did. And yeah, it's filled. There's like 24, 25 tracks on each CD, and it's a double CD set. So if you do manage to come across this for a reasonable price, pick it up, because it's worth it. But otherwise, I really advise you to get the albums and every soundtrack thing they did, because that's a lot nicer. Starting off my vinyl part, this is I think it's a bootleg. It's on a label called Cyber Records, and there's no mention of Devo on here at all. It basically is called Workforce to the World, and the album is called Life on Sight. But I knew immediately when I saw the songs that this was Devo. Come On Johnny, Blockheads, Too Much Paranoia, Praying Hands, Uncontrollable Urge. It's basically the first album. This was recorded, I think, 1978. So it's the early years of Devo. A live album recorded in San Francisco, Cleveland, Ohio, and Akron, Ohio. And this is a lot of fun. I don't listen to this that often, but the versions are slightly different than the album version. Then I also have the European versions of Are We Not Men? We Are Devo. This is a totally different cover. This is taken from the video that they made for this song, which was hilarious. Just good stuff. Great album, great entry into the music world. Just, I don't know how I got introduced to this band, probably through allmusic.com. At the time when you visited allmusic.com with a request, like, and I was heavily into synth pop at the time when I started collecting vinyl. I typed in a band, and this band came up, and I listened to some of their stuff, and yeah, I think that's how I got introduced to Devo, besides of course knowing the song Whip It. But this is just solid album, great debut album. This is Judy Now for the Future, but this is a weird cover because it's supposed to be like this. This is the front, I guess. This is the back, but I basically store it like this. it's I don't know if they messed it up or if intentional. I think it's intentional, like screwing with you, like what side is up and what side is down. But this is a great album as well. Swelling Itching Brain, one of my favorite songs on here. Secret Agent Man, The Day My Baby Gave Me a Surprise. You know, it's a good album. So that's their second album. Then the album sleeves stay normal for this time. This is Freedom of Choice, which has, of course, Whip It and The Girl You Want, and Freedom of Choice itself, Planet Earth. Another solid album. My version comes with a surprisingly huge Devo poster with some fan club information, and you know, I've had this on my wall, and people were actually, you know, wondering who the hell are those creeps. They're Devo. So this is another just amazing album, and I think maybe this album or the normal album I show after this, made me decide, you know, I'm going to pick up everything by these guys. It's not this album that made me decide it. It's a live album, or a live mini album, 6 tracks. It's called Diva Life, and nothing special, except that it has a live version of Be Stiff, which was never on any of their official albums. It was a song that they released on Stiff Records and not on Virgin. So, but this album, I think, made me decide, you know, I'm gonna try and get everything that they did. The New Traditionalists. This, I think, is their last solid album from start to finish. Through Being Cool, Love Without Anger, Beautiful World. It's just a solid piece of art. Great album. And they took the energy domes off and decided on the plastic hair. And the image was just such a good, thought out idea. It's just amazing. And like I said, the albums got less good. This is Oh No, It's Devo. Best song on here, I think, is Peekaboo and Speed Racer. They're the good songs. Otherwise, it's just a silly album. I mean, look at the cover. They're really Spud Boys. Yeah. I don't know. This is the last album they did for Virgin, so maybe they were not into it. I don't know. But the guy who designed the cover, he must have smoked something. I don't know. It's just a silly looking cover, but it's still a decent album. Then they went to Warner Brothers and released this album. This is Devo Shout. I love the cover of this album, with this boy screaming or shouting to this little girl. She's going like, huh? But on here, I have to be honest, I don't. If I hear it, it's good. I like it, but I can't, from the top of my head, say which song I like best. I know which song I like least, and that's the Jimi Hendrix cover, Are You Experienced? But this is, you know, just a good album from 1984. Then it took them a couple of years, 3 years to be precise, I guess. 4 years, I don't know, to release this album. This is Total Devo. This is on Enigma. And again, not an awesome record. It's good, it's decent, but there's no songs that stick out. You know, they kind of, you know, been there. They're washed out, maybe. I don't know. But hey, it's Devo, so. And this album kind of, you know, I kind of like this. It's is the German release of Smooth Noodle Maps. The first two tracks are amazing. Stuck in a Loop and Postmodern Man. Otherwise, yeah, it's okay. They're getting a little bit back to their old sound, but not quite yet. And then I think they waited, what was it, maybe 20 years to release their new album, which I don't have. I don't have their new album. I really don't know if I should pick it up. I've heard bits and pieces of it, and I like it, but you know, it's not something I'm really anxious to get. If anyone has it, you know, let me know if it's really good. But this is the last normal album I have by them, Smooth Noodle Maps. And I also have this, which is unnecessary. Compared to this is a lot more in-depth, a lot more. It's got a lot more tracks on it. Pioneers Who Got Scalped. This is just Hot Potatoes, the best of Bevo. A double album, originally released in 1993. This is the 2001 reissue. Yeah, it's a Virgin record. Basically, they're cashing in on Devo still. You know, the back catalog of Devo's is extensive. You know, they have so many great songs, and that's basically what they do. They just go up until the album I mentioned, New Traditionalists, being the last good album, and otherwise, it's meh. You know, it's not something I play a lot because they reused even cover art of Oh No It's Devo, but there's no songs from Oh No It's Devo, so I don't know, this is not a good album. If you see it for $1, pick it up, but otherwise, don't bother. Anyway, this is my little Devo video for you, Andreas. Hope you liked it. Hope everyone else who watched it liked it as well. So take care, and see you around. Peace.